I originally recorded this before I ever published an episode of Demond Does, and this is an interview with one of my best friends in the world and one of my longest relationships I've had of anybody who's with anybody who's not blood related. And Rob passed this week. Or passed this week. Rob passed earlier this year, a couple months ago. It's still kind of raw, and it just seemed right to put this out because I think everybody needs a friend like Rob, and I wish more people knew about him because he was a brilliant man. He was kind. He was a little weird, um, but he was my friend. He was family. I have had some trouble mourning his death. I don't know. I just wanted to do him a. I wanted to honor him in a way that didn't. I don't know. I wanted to honor him, and I thought this would be a way to do that. And I just wanted to let you know that. So the sound is not the best because I had a different setup than I do now, which is also why these interviews didn't get posted. But I think it's worth a listen, and if nothing else, hopefully you have a good time and have as much fun as we did recording it.
Okay, well, I feel warm. I feel warm. Let's do this. Let's do this. I got moves to make. I got things to do, baby.
All right. Welcome to Demond Does the Six Questions, and I am with dear friend, a man I have known for 30 years.
We met back in the late 1970s. I thought he was fabulous, and I believed that one day he would be amazing. And yet, I get here in the now, and I realize yes, he is. Oh, I'm Rob Baker, by the way, just so you know. Hi.
We met in high school?
That's correct, yes. Correct.
I want to say you, Dave, and I had English class all through high school, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'm not exactly sure either, honestly. Because with our group, I was kind of in and out. I had other things going on and kind of back in and out. So
right.
It was a little weird, but I think that's right. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Why are you asking?
I don't know. I always try to pick, except for my last interview I did. I always try to where did I meet them, or talk about that kind of thing. And actually, I forgot to because I got so gushy. But
that's cool. That's cool.
But anyway, how you doing? What you up to, Mister? Okay, the reason I called Rob in here is because one, Rob is a dear friend. He's very intelligent. But the thing that really popped in my head, it's like, I gotta talk to Rob, is tell them how many board games you own.
It's not that big. It's only 160 something after I sold not sold, but I gave away the other 90%. So I'm somewhere in the 160s, 170s range. I haven't looked it up recently.
160, 170 range.
Yeah.
And it was just a month ago was how many?
250.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Gotcha. So needless to say, and you say only 200 games? I have maybe 10. So only 200 might be a little hyperbolic.
Yeah.
That too. Sure. Yeah. We'll edit that part out.
That's fine.
I say that a lot. I just leave it in. Go ahead.
About 160. No, that's not a lot of games. It started off as I'm a restaurant manager by trade. I was opening a new restaurant chain. However, my two older boys with my ex-wife were about 2.5 hours away one way from our new home. Drive up or driving back to my place. However, the restaurant I was in was doing a new opening, so the hours are crazy. And so it started off as a way for me and my boys to do something that didn't require me to be really physically there. I could just kind of crash and do it. That's how it started, and from that point, it just snowballed, and now I have hundreds and change games, and probably buy a ton more. Just got to figure out where exactly I'm going to put it in the new house. Actually, I know exactly where it's going to go, so yeah.
Oh, wow. 300 games. Jeez Louise. Alrighty. So, yeah, I guess you already answered question number one. What made you get into, what made you want to get into board games, tabletop games, that sort of thing? You kind of explained the board games thing. Tabletop role-playing games is probably another story. You want to go ahead and hit
Tabletop
that
role
one?
playing games? Absolutely. Well, that's where it started first.
Right.
Well, me, yourself, and the rest of our friends, Dave, Christopher, Baldwin, we were all playing, and I was more of the countercultural guy. I would look for things that were different, a little weird, a little off-putting. Don't get me wrong, Dave and Baldwin ran amazing games, great GMs. I just want something a little more, something more narratively focused, something a little more less crunch, more substance, if that makes any sense. Even though that's kind of loaded terms, really.
Crunch being the numbers mechanics of it.
Right. I was looking for something where the crunch didn't matter as much as narrative support for the story you're trying to tell.
Mm-hmm.
So I would look at the other things. Hey guys, I want to run it. No, okay, that's fine. Going back and forth with them. But as I got older and got through college and some states after college, we're playing some really amazing games. Shout out to Hollow Point for anybody that's ever played Hollow Point. It's an amazing game. VSCA Publishing, I believe the guys put it out. Check it out. Yes, it's a bit older, but I still think it's awesome. Anyway, I just got more into a narrative kick, and also, little known fact, I'm lazy as a GM, and it made things a lot easier for me to do. I didn't want to have to go through and feel like I need to stab like out all these things. And even though, yeah, you can run it a little more on the fly, that wasn't where I was at the time.
Right.
And I've learned now I can do those things. I can run those on the fly if I needed to. But those started my my need for narrative type games. And over time, it slowly started to switch to board games as I wasn't really able to do much front loaded stuff. You know, my job just kept getting busier and busier, so board games became an easy way to take over those type of things.
That makes sense. Question number two. What do you wish you had known when you had first started out?
Oh, that's easy. Stay in your lane. What I mean by that is, initially, it was me, my kids, my wife, playing in general, and then kind of broadened out and found other game groups, etc., etc.
Sure.
When you're buying, you want to buy thing.
Yeah.
Thing. Because I forgot the 260 something game stat that I talked to you about. I forgot the games that I dropped before I started counting. I would buy these games, like lightweight family games, like King of Tokyo was the big start for me and the fam.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided, oh yeah, I can do much better than this. I can do bigger than this. This is easy. So I was just diving into really heavy games with zero idea of how they're all going to work out. So I was buying basically whatever was on the BGG Board Game Geek top 10, regardless of where I sat in my gamerdom. I would have kind of walked slowly there, but King of Tokyo, to say Twilight Struggle, probably not the right pair, especially if you're not sure who you're going to play with. Kind of thing.
Give me a comparison, because I don't know Twilight Struggle at all. I understand King of Tokyo, but the listener may not.
All right, I'll keep it real simple for you. I'm not even going to go into game mechanics. It's a 3-hour game for 2 people. It's a 3-hour game for 2 people. Make any sense?
It's a 3-hour game for 2
people. For 2 people. It tells the story of the Cold War. One person's the Soviet Union, the other person the United States. And it's a bit of a deck builder. You're playing cards to ensure to keep this age going over, I believe, 3 ages. A really large map involved where you're trying to determine where each country will, whether it will sit on either USA or the Soviet Union.
Oh, wow.
So a whole lot going on. And if you're not ready, You're not ready, and I wish that I had taken a little more time to find step up games before I dove into the heavier part. Granted, that's not a huge problem. It took maybe 6 months to knock out what I need to knock out, and now my favorite game right now is Food Chain Magnate. Best game ever.
And what's Food Chain?
Oh, Food Chain Magnate is a wonderful
Food Chain Magnate.
Food Chain Magnate.
Food Chain Magnate.
From the lovely people at Splotter Spellin, Jerome Doman and Joris Versinga. It's about opening a food chain in the pseudo 1950s, but you are taking care of all of it, from marketing to the people that you hire in to even real estate marketing. There's a whole lot going on, and it can play up to 4 or so hours, but it's me and my wife's favorite game of all time. It's absolutely fabulous.
Can play in what?
4, maybe 6 hours, something like that.
So one of your favorite games is a game where you play someone opening a restaurant.
Yeah, weird, huh?
And you work in a restaurant.
Yeah, I may have once or twice. Yes.
Fair enough. Just wanted to make sure that was, I was just making sure that's what I thought I heard. Okay, cool.
Double checking.
Yeah, just checking. All right. Question number 3. As soon as I could find it.
Say it again.
Question. I say question. One more time. Question. Number 3.
Ooh, I got tingles.
What is your... This is going to be an interesting...
My favorite color?
No.
Oh, okay.
What is your... Darn it. Okay. So, what's your go-to order at your favorite hometown restaurant?
Honestly, this is going to sound incredibly weird from a restaurant dude.
Right?
I'd rather cook at home.
But,
I would much rather cook at home. My youngest son, loves playing in the kitchen. Love having him in with me, so we'll make whatever, really. It could be something as simple as teaching him how to make his own breakfast. Make a little pancake, a little egg, something like that. Taught him how to make his own cappuccinos, which he thought was pretty cool. You shut up, phone.
he is how old now?
He's 12.
Okay.
Mildly autistic, but that's his thing. He absolutely loves it. Hands down, I'd rather cook at the house.
I'd rather eat at the house as well. When I'd go through these questions every now. I was like, how would I answer this? Because somebody's going to ask me one of these days. Well, what do you know?
Roscoe chicken waffles.
And I'm like, I'd rather just eat whatever my wife cooks because it's always delicious. So
There you go. Way to pander to the wife. Good times.
She probably will never hear this, so I guess that won't matter. We'll see. Question number 4. What are you curious about?
Ooh, what am I curious about? Simple. Serial killers. Yep, I said it.
I knew it. I knew it.
What? Hold on. How did you know about it?
I didn't I'm not surprised. Let's say I'm not surprised. That was not an actual statement. I was surprised.
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
Now, is this? Are you saying that some type of jab towards our friendship, or are you saying that Rob's interested in serial killers? Makes a lot of sense. Or are you saying this in a way that makes you believe there might be a dead hooker in my trunk? Because if you believe that's indeed true, then maybe.
We've made a Mania Dead Hooker joke.
Yes. The only people in movies that you can make those jokes about. It's terrible, yes.
But you can punch Nazis. You can still punch Nazis. As long as that's still legal, we're good.
You can still punch.
We're starting to run out of time on punching Nazis. So if anybody within the sound of my voice, if you could legally get away with punching a Nazi, please don't do that, because it's going to come back on me, and I don't have any money to sue for.
You got a point.
So don't do that. Don't do that. Kill them with kindness. Kill them with love. I hope that works, because there are way too many of them. So that was the tangent there.
Damon Thompson loved Nazis. Damon Thompson loved Nazis. Please continue.
I hate you. age. That's getting edited out. Thanks. The reason I actually thought that doesn't surprise me. One, serial killers tend to be, from what I understand, very intelligent and kind of creative people, which you are both. They have an interesting way of thinking about things, which I know you do. So the way they think would, so that doesn't surprise me. I may be, these are making assumptions that are probably wrong, which is why I brought it up
It
in the
is.
first
It
place.
is. Oddly enough, I like serial killers because I'm not ticklish, and here's why.
Did you really say I like, and I quote, I like serial killers because you're not ticklish?
Right.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yes. Here's why. Calm down. Basically, if I remember correctly, your fear response is activated when I tickle you. It's not about us being familiar or being a joke. It's about it tickles because that means something small has crawled across you. Is that a snake? Is that an insect? It's not going to trigger the fight or flight in you. You know that something's there, so you're going to look at it. I'm not ticklish. I'm not afraid of pretty much anything. The worst thing you can do is kill me. I look at serial killers because, oh, sure, the worst thing you can only do is kill me, but what's the steps to get there? It's really the only thing I'm afraid of, and at best, tertiary. That's the reason. That's the reason I am concerned about serial killers, because I'm not ticklish. You seem confused.
No, I'm not. That makes perfect sense. Although, to be quite honest, I'm probably going to have to listen to this back to completely wrap my head around what you just told me. I'm not going to pretend like of all of our friends, and all our friends are like the group we hung out with are very intelligent in their own way. And I was the one like, what is happening? Why is this happening? Somebody explain this to me. Point me in the right direction so I can go somewhere.
Well, think about it. Your life and life as everyone else is fairly generic. No offense.
No, I'm none taken.
There are a ton of things you are not going to see.
Thankfully.
And one of them being so incredibly small is serial killers. The odds are most people won't ever see one or interact with one. So they're fascinating because they're a very small number of people. Your whole life is filled with those little tiny things that are so insignificantly small that you don't have to worry about them, yet we worry about those things. So I find serial killers interesting because I'm not going to really control how I die. I'm going to die regardless. What's there to be afraid of? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing I can be marginally afraid of is how effed up and screwed up the end is. Other than that, could care less.
that's a healthy way of looking at it. Actually, I mean, it is because we're all gonna die. And we've only got, as a friend of mine mentioned, Ben mentioned last week, as of this taping, we've got the date, we got our begin date and our end date, and the rest of our life is that dash in the middle, and ride that dash out because we're gonna run that expiration date. We just don't know when it is.
Okay.
And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I forget that a lot because I'm in the headspace too much.
Like a shovel, I can dig it.
But yeah, those are things that, and I'm starting to get to a point personally where it's like, there are things I don't want to do, and I'm not going to do them, and no one's going to tell me anything different.
Isn't that the best? Oh.
He's like, I don't care. You don't know. No, I didn't. What are you going to do?
The best.
Oh, nothing. Okay, just checking.
The best thing about growing up, and I tell this to my sons and to any small person that'll listen to me. The best thing about growing up is the realization that there are so many things I do not have to care about. I can just wave and go, oh, this happened. Want to care? Don't care. How about this? Care marginally, but not enough to Google it.
I need to Google it.
So it's very, very nice. It's super simple. Don't get me wrong. There are things you should absolutely care about, but of all those things, there are very, very few. It's nice.
Yes, it is. And what was the name of that book? The art of not give. Is it the art of not giving an F? Is that what it's called? I'm
Uh,
pretty sure, or like the subtle art of not giving an F. I think it's what it's called.
okay, maybe.
And it is dope, and it is just full of the potty mouth on this guy. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, there are only a handful of things that you actually care about that actually are important to each of us.
Right.
Figure out what those are. It's a handful of things. Like it's a handful of things you can keep track of. You know what I mean? Worry about those, and anything else goes to the exit bin.
Exactly.
I'm like, that makes a lot of sense, and I need more of that in my life. I'm getting better day by day. At least I hope so. I try, and I try, and I try. Oh, and I try. Okay, this is probably a very dangerous question.
Oh Lord, and I'm keeping it family friendly because I don't know who's listening to your podcast. Just saying that.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Is there anything? Sorry. Question number 5. Is there anything I should have asked but didn't?
Ooh, is there anything you could have asked but didn't? It's real simple. If you had to choose between your kids, if you had to choose, what flavor of pie would you like most? It's all about pie. Don't listen to anything else anyone tells you. The best thing is pie. I can sit back and debate with you over the merits. The simple apple cherry pie, the sublimeness of a key lime pie, a wonderful pecan pie. You should have asked about the pie.
So, so then, which is it?
If I have
Apple.
to choose, well, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about you. I love all kinds of pies. I want to know what pie you want. I know what flavor makes me happy. What flavor makes you happy, and then we can share pie-licious. I'm bonding through pie. Nobody doesn't like pie. I've yet to meet the fool that doesn't like pie. And
Have you ever heard somebody say, "Hey, let's go get some pie"? So you don't know I don't like no pie. Pie is delicious.
Very nice. But seriously, I haven't, and I think that's what America needs.
We need more pie.
We need a ground that we can all agree on, and that ground is pie. Nobody doesn't like pie.
This could be a unifying force in our country, especially as divided as it is today, on various topics, which we will not get into because this is not the platform for that. But pie could be. We have been looking for laws and politicians, and looking to books and spiritual scripture and all these things, and it was under our it was wafting under our noses all this time. Pie. Question number 6. If you could create a new holiday, what would it commemorate?
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
If I could create a new holiday, it would be, you know what? It wouldn't be about anything. It's just a general day. You just say, this is the day I choose not to care. I'm done. This is the I don't give an F today. What's the celebration? It doesn't matter. Why are you worried about what I'm doing? I'm just fine. Leave me alone.
Day.
Exactly. It's what do you want to do today? I don't want to do nothing.
Day.
I want to get up this morning and go right back to bed. Nothing.
Day.
I want to get up. I want to go into the living room and the kitchen, and I'm going to get myself a 3-quart crock pot. Crock pot's wrong. A sauce pot. fill it with Cheerios, a little 2% milk. I want to sit in the living room and watch cartoons.
Day.
That's all I want to do.
Day.
And then after my son gets home from going to school, or my wife gets home from work, I will look at the both of them and say, hey, leave me alone.
Day.
This is my day. I've been eating cereal, and I haven't even put on pants today. This is what you're chiming with day. This
Day.
Is what there you go. I didn't even put on pants today.
Day.
And then when everyone goes to bed, no. Not me. There's a few more hours. I can slide in this day. You know what I'm going to do? Nothing. I don't have to do nothing. I might go to sleep early. It's my day. It's my day.
Day.
That's about it, really. Yeah, the holidays are overblown.
To say the least.
Just being honest. I don't really hold a lot of traditions. I don't need to. I really don't. I don't birthday. I really don't care about many holidays. Granted, I have kids, so I'll do what I need to do. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. We don't dress up for Thanksgiving. Never mind. Moving forward, I just don't care. I don't. So, I think the best holiday is a holiday for people that I just want to sit back, relax, and just be me. Regardless of whatever the heck it is you do, let me be me and just let me be at it. That's it.
There's something to be said for that. Just a peaceful. We're just gonna do it. Do you day, basically. Sounds like.
Exactly. It's that, or maybe I'll take secondarily it would be a don't call me day, but it's kind of the same thing.
Do you day, don't call me day. Those. But I have a feeling you could get a lot of support for those.
I will. That's going to be on my, or at least a T-shirt. That's all I can hope for. A T-shirt or a meme, something like that. That'd be cool.
I could totally see him in me day shirt.
Yeah. Or Chunky Dudes is sassy. One of the two. That'd be nice. Yeah. I hit my middle-aged paunch. It's kind of sad, really. Hello, gut. Hello. How you? Yeah. We're like this, son. We've been like this for a while now. I would say it's sad, but it's not. I don't care.
Hey, as long as you're happy, man. What else?
I'm so happy.
Yay!
Nice. Huzzah!
Okay, so that was the 6 questions. The rest of this will be us chatting and editing out stuff. So
I can dig it.
So thank you very much. I appreciate you.
It was nice to be here with you to share with you.
And I believe I've already asked you I've already got the next name. Got somebody to talk to. Name from you. So I guess I will go from there. Unless there's somebody else you want to mention.
I don't have anything amazing right now. Just be good to yourselves. Enjoy life, cause you're gonna die. So you might as well enjoy it.
Words of the wise. We'll see you next time, or hear you next time. However it works.